"How are you, lads?" he'd shout cheerily as he entered the same old pub over the years. Be it in drought or snowstorm, he never missed his few pints and the opportunity for a joke, or a crib about politics. He thought Hitler was a great lad, because he'd an amazing willpower, according to "How you lads?" Quite frequently, "How you lads?" would get mouldy pissed, and as you exited our local, the Lager and Lout, "How you lads?" would be puking his guts out. He didn't care who saw him. These binges often came to a head as early as 8 p.m. Always assuming the same position, he'd cross his legs in an X shape, and then drape forward as if trying to touch his toes. The retching and hawking would start. His greasy, sweaty, ironed-in, piss-stained shuck would be on display, hanging on his skinny arse. The gastric, bile-ridden Guinness and chaser vomit would cascade, meandering down the street Zambezi-like. Nobody knew where How You Lads lived, or indeed if he ever presented his sweaty, shambolic, bony-gated arse to anybody at night. How You Lads knew everything about nothing. What he actually knew you could fit on a postage stamp and still have room for the Quran. He fancied RTE newsreader Anne Doyle. I didn't. And he used to get annoyed when I said she looked like E.T. Whenever she'd appear on screen, he'd paw his stinking crotchety gusset and mew lascivious, lusting, drooling slop noises like a 70s carry-on movie. How You Lads would throw his quiet man woolen cap at the same hook every night and come into the pub and reef it off on his way out. Once some of his lads nailed the cap to the wall. How You Lads never missed a beat on his way out, grabbing it and ripping the top of it. He never even noticed. One cold Irish miserable night with the rain pissing down and the wind howling, How You Lads was on the far side of the road as usual, pub bound. We tried not to notice when he kept waving, "How you lads? How you lads?" from across the sodden street. We did notice, however, when the number 54 bus collided with How You Lads, knocking him to a mushed puree. Some of the lads thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen and filmed it on their mobile phones, uploading it to YouTube. I took up the How You Lads X-shape position and emptied my guts. How You Lads, although he knew everything, didn't know what YouTube was. Now everyone on YouTube knows who he was. Mark Manning, 2011, an extract from A Man with an Irish Accent.